A 52-year-old physician presents with complaints of decreased vision in both eyes and was recently diagnosed to have cataract. He gave history of undergoing penetrating keratoplasty in both eyes 20 years ago, and he was referred to me for cataract surgery.
नहीं 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 सारुंगे यहाँ कुछ तो गड़बड़ है जरूर कोई ना कोई गड़बड़
On examination, his unaided vision was 2 by 60 in both eyes, improving to 6 by 18 in the right eye and 624 in the left eye. He had a clear corneal graft in both eyes. Thinning of the inferior graft-toe junction was noted with forward protrusion, and there was cataract which was slightly more in the right eye. Corneal tomography revealed ectasia of the inferior graft-toe junction. There was a significant increase in the higher order aberrations. Reduced endothelial cell counts were noted in both eyes. So what are the management options? If we decide to go ahead with cataract surgery, there are challenges with IOL power calculation, the choice of IOL, and the risk of graft failure due to low endothelial cell count. One could consider a repeat penetrating keratoplasty followed by a subsequent cataract surgery. Or the third option being to combine the corneal transplantation and the cataract surgery at the same time.
और ये मत भूलो कि लोग जहां पर सोचना बंद कर देते हैं, मैं वहां से सोचना शुरू करता हूं.
So I decided to perform a corneal resuturing in this case. We opened up the graft-toe junction. At one point we did enter into the anterior chamber. So we filled the anterior chamber with viscoelastic to protect the endothelium and initially placed 8 interrupted sutures, and this was followed by placement of a running suture. Topical antibiotics were applied and a bandage contact lens was placed into position. Day 1 post-op, you can see a clear corneal graft. At 3 months, his best corrected visual acuity had improved to 6 by 12. Corneal topography shows a zone of flattening in the previous area of ectasia. You can see the change in the corneal curvature from the Scheimpflug images. This is the difference map that shows you the extent of flattening. That the higher order aberrations also showed a significant reduction. Cataract surgery was performed at 3 months follow-up. Phacoemulsification was performed via a scleral tunnel incision. We used dual viscoelastic. A stop and chop technique was employed to remove the nucleus. No cortex is left behind. A single piece foldable hydrophobic acrylic IOL was placed in the bag. All the viscoelastic was washed out of the anterior chamber, and we preferred to close the incision using Tenno nylon suture. Day 1 post-operative, you can see that the cornea graft is clear. His unaided visual acuity improved to 6 by 9, improving to 6 by 6 with minimal correction. His endothelial cell counts were maintained at 607 cells per millimeter square. This case illustrates that challenging clinical cases often require an innovative out-of-the-box thinking to achieve maximal outcomes with minimal intervention. Thank you.